All right, back now in today's kitchen with summer desserts using just 5 ingredients. Gesine Bullock-Prado is the author of Let Them Eat Cake. Gesine, welcome back. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
I said to you a moment ago that you know it's a good segment when the samples are gone almost before the segment begins.
It's such a happy sign. For any baker or cook, that's what you want to see. Empty plates.
All right, so what are we starting with?
We're going to do a pavlova, which is gluten-free, which is fantastic.
Okay.
Not calorie-free, as I was trying to lie. I was like, no, tons of calories.
Yeah.
But gluten-free, so that's great. So what I do first is take a little pen, and you have a 10-inch round, and just trace that.
Oh, okay.
Trace that. It's like for hobby time.
Even I can do that, I think.
You can do that.
Okay.
And then after you're done, take off the circle and then flip it over.
Okay.
You can keep the circle, take that off, and then flip over the parchment.
Ah, yes, fantastic. So don't cook the cardboard, is that what you're saying? Okay,
don't cook cardboard. And the reason you do that is that you don't want the pen mark, you don't want Sharpie on your meringue.
Got it.
You can sniff it, don't eat it.
But you can add this for more fiber.
Wow. Yeah.
This is true. And it's gluten-free.
Yes.
I love that everything. And it's gluten-free.
So what are we starting with here?
So now we're going to make a meringue. I would like you to add salt and vinegar first. And as it starts to get foamy, slowly add the sugar. And it's important. All of this, but just tap it in. Sure. The reason you want to add it slowly is that if you have granules that have not melted when you bake it, you will see these fissures as starts to caramelize in the meringue as it cooks. Okay. So that's why you want to take your time.
Is this about the right pace, would you say?
Yeah, just tap, gentle taps, fairy fingers.
What's the vinegar do? I didn't know you added that.
What it does is it denatures the egg. So you know if you make a ceviche, you add an acid. So it essentially cooks it and it stabilizes it when you end up baking it.
Oh, no.
So you could use cream of tartar does the same thing. Lemon juice would do the same thing. So you do that until it's nice and stiff, super stiff.
And you end up with
then you end up with a gorgeous meringue.
Ooh, that's
Now,
beautiful.
this is the fun part. It's a little messy, but that's good.
That's all right.
You dump it in your circle.
Is that right?
Just dump it in there.
Okay.
And you don't have to be perfect. It can go outside the lines.
It can. Oh, good. I was going to ask
It just has to kind of look like a circle.
Okay. Oh,
Isn't
my
it
goodness,
just
look at how
it's just
thick
pretty
this is.
stuff.
My
And
gosh.
you can just eat it with a spoon if you like, because
beautiful.
I'm not.
Okay, let's
I'm not your master. And then
I love
in this segment you are.
I was like, yeah, no fingers. And this is a little offset. And then you just start pushing it around so that it meets the edges of the circle. Okay. And you can make it smaller, taller. It's just you are limited to the confines of your sheet pan. You can make it into a square, a rectangle.
Oh, wow.
The world is your oyster.
So it doesn't matter really how thick or thin this ends up being, as long as you fill the circle?
So you bake it at 300. You start the oven at 300, and the second you put it in, you turn it down to 250. If your oven is a big fat liar, which a lot of ovens are, if it runs too hot, 225 is fine. So you want that initial blast of heat because you want it to have that nice little crackling on the outside. And then you turn it down so that it doesn't get too golden. You want it to kind of maintain that meringue look.
Okay, and what are we putting on top here?
Whipped cream. Just shove it on there.
Really?
Yeah, and you can put a little, you can put a lot, totally up to you. Okay. I'm meringue on the block. Just put it around.
All right.
And then you garnish. I like to garnish with berries, but you can do chocolate shavings, anything you like. Whatever's in your garden. Not radishes or anything like that.
It is beautiful. And we should point out really quickly this blueberry, what tart is it?
Tart, yeah, freeform. Easy peasy, really fast.
All these recipes on today.com. Gesine, great to see you. Thank you so much. All right.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.